This
very
conference
small.
will now be recorded.
First one is not important if you are more than 4 or 5 years of experience, but you need to understand you are replacing storage engineers. There will be no more storage engineers in the world. You yourself will be a storage engineer, so you should have that knowledge. That is the reason one AWS service I'll start. Another AWS services which is important, slightly go learn little bit more about it. So let's start, sir. Anyone has any questions? AWS S3, what is the difference between EBS and S3? EBS is a file system. S3 is a blob storage. S3 infinity. EBS is not infinity. EBS has to attach to EC2 instance. S3 is independent. Okay, are you able to understand thing in this direction? So let us go into another AWS service. Today I'll stop exactly at 8 o'clock. I think 8 o'clock new batch is getting started. If you the people who missed VPC or anything, today it will be demo. But if you missed VPC classes, anything for the classroom people, you can come back. So let us go one very small AWS service, not important.
Kumar sir, you
Yes,
go
sir.
here. Under
Yes, sir.
bucket policies, there are three types of bucket policies, right? We have not discussed that. There is manage.
No, there is nothing called as three types of bucket policies. There is only one type of a bucket policies. There are three types of IAM policies are there. When I go to IAM, I'll explain you. Bucket policy is a JSON one bucket policy. That's it. When you are trying to create IAM, identity access management, then you will have actually inline policy, managed policy, and custom policy.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in the under the bucket policies and the syllabus given by Kelly
Yeah. So
Technologies.
that's what I said you, right? Yesterday I told you that is what I said you. I'll explain AWS S3 bucket policy twice. One on AWS S3 and again on IAM. Okay, both are very, very important. Let me show you that. We'll talk about that one when time comes. But actually, you are not working on any other stuff. Actually, if you ask me, actually, personally, there is no three policies. There is only one policy. The syntax of JSON is exactly same to same, but there is slight difference, not in syntax. The way we use it is inline policy. So where do you see, sir? You go to AWS S3. You select a bucket. You go for a permission. Okay. And then you have a policy editor, edit it. Okay. Now tell me, sir. You can paste the policy here, right? Got it, sir?
Yes.
So where I think you are talking about this one. We'll talk about that one. We did not go to IAM at all. So when you go into this part, then you try to go for a policy. When you try to create a policy, this is managed policy. And how do I cancel it? Remove it, cancel it. And you're trying to create any policy, like this is the user, and you have certainly like this. Okay, like when you want to add permissions or anything, see inline policy permissions. We'll talk about this one later perspective. Okay, so let us go to what is the meaning of snowball. A very small task. It's a very simple. I'll not go and provide anything about this one. This is only to increase your thought process on storage, nothing else actually. Okay, the way at which you're seeing your assumptions sometimes are wrong. What are you assuming are wrong. So that is the reason I am adding this snowball. If someone come up and say, sir, in interview perspective snowball, you will not get any question. Okay, but you have to increase your mind. Tomorrow you are going to be seniors. You should not be just a junior in your life. Very simple. My company is there, sir. I'm working for a company. My company is there. In my company, I have a storage box. That is, let's take an example. What is the box name? Sandbox. And this storage box is 1 petabyte of box. So lot of storage. All my storage, very, very important data, sir. I started my company 20 years back. Let us assume 20 years data, sales data is there, marketing data is there, customer data is there. All the data, important files, marketing files, all the files are kept here. What is the storage, sir? 1 petabyte of storage. My company is in Hyderabad, so I am very happy with Hyderabad. Very good. Later point of time, now I decided, array sir, see if I want to maintain this sandbox 24 into 7, okay, very, very important. So what I require, I need 4 storage engineers. Someone has to maintain this box, right? It is not 1 terabyte, 1 petabyte. Okay, 1 petabyte of storage, 24 into 7. Some people have to maintain, provide permissions and all these things. Then I started feeling like, array, each one is asking 10 lakhs of salary, 40 lakhs in salaries, that, this and everything. It is waste. Now I decided I don't want any storage engineers, no maintenance. I want to move this data to, what is that? S3. There is S3 in S3. And let us take an example. There is S3 in present in, what is that? United States. I want to, what should I do? What should I do? Move the files into S3. Now, how do you move the files into S3? What are the factors will come? And I want to move the data, 1 petabyte of data to S3. Please use your mind and tell me what is the most fastest way to go for it. How do you use it? What, where, and tell me. What is
Direct
that?
line, sir. Direct line.
Okay. Direct connect is there.
Yeah.
Very good, sir. Let us talk about, yeah, you are absolutely correct. But what is direct connect internet speed? I have chosen direct connect. Very good. You have a concept called as a direct connect. Superb, sir. Very good answer. But direct connect, my company have chosen an internet speed of 1 Gbps. So my data will move from Hyderabad X location to United States at what speed, sir? 1 Gbps. Can you tell me, with 1 Gbps speed, I want to move 1 petabyte of data from X location to Y location, how much time it will take? 2 to 3 minutes, sir.
Mm.
Sir, 1
4
petabyte
hours.
is equal to 1024 terabytes.
4 hours, sir. Almost.
Okay, it takes 4 hours. Okay, so try to understand what is 1 Gbps. Okay, if you can go back and say, I think if you move from here to here, it will take 4 months. 4 months. Generally people will come up and specify, I will not use direct connect, which I already provided. That is the reason you're telling direct connect. Very good. Normally, if I use, what is that? What is that? Normally internet in my home, or internet is, let's take an example, my company internet is, what is that? 100 Mbps. If you want to move from here to here, it will take somewhere around, how many years? 6 years. Is that okay? You click a one button and wait for 6 years. Now you people come up and say, no, no, don't use all this nonsense. Please use, what is that? Please use, what is that? Direct connect. Sir, with the direct connect, let us take an example. I have taken a speed of, what is that? 1 Gbps. Even if you take, it will take how many? How many months? 5 months. 5 months looks to be decent, but it is too long. As an engineer, if you provide a solution, you drag and drop 5 months, customer will say, for 5 months, what do? You do a checkup bhajana? What do you do after 5 months? I want to finish in 5 days. Is it possible? That is what I want to say. I don't want to explain snowball. I want you to think in a different way. Is it possible to move the data in 5 days? Yes or no?
Yes.
Huh? How do you do, sir?
Split and send it, sir.
Hey, what should I do?
split the data.
The file itself is split. Now tell me.
If
Got it?
something parallelly we can copy.
Sir,
Parallel
now
processing.
direct connect is using parallelly only, sir. Now tell me.
Then split is
Okay.
always no. So 1
No, no,
petabyte is now
no, no,
splitted
no, no,
into.
no, nothing, sir. No. Whatever split you do, it all depends upon your hardware. How many CPU cores are there? How many threads are there? Based on that only you can do parallel processing. Otherwise, you cannot come up and say, I do the parallel processing. It will not do.
Jamil Khan,
Yes, sir. Okay. I want to finish. Customer will come up and say, try to finish in 4 or 5 days. Okay. So welcome to Snowball. Now, what is this Snowball? Is a new technology? No. If I tell the solution, you will laugh at the solution. But that is the best solution in the world. Okay. So what AWS will do? Let us take an example. What AWS will do? Very simple, sir. Don't laugh at my solution. So
Move
this,
that server box itself. Move that
yeah,
whatever the
yes,
server box
yes, sir.
itself.
Yes, sir. There is a sandbox here. There is lot of files here. What is the storage of this sandbox? 1 TB. You will go and ask AWS. AWS. Actually, I want to move 1 petabyte of files to S3. Can you help? So what will happen? AWS will come to your office. How he will come? He will come with suitcases. So there is like one suitcase here, there is one suitcase here, there is one suitcase here, there is one suitcase here. What is this no suitcases? Snowball devices. So what is okay? This is the box. Is it clear? They will come up with a box like this. Okay. So what do? This box, write it down. Snowball box is one box is 80 terabytes you can store right now. 80, I think they changed it to 160. Let's see. Let's see. Very recently. I think 80 only. Let's see. Eighty. Yeah. 80 terabytes of storage you can go. So what you can do? How much is the data you have it? You have 1 TB. So what do? Based on that one, you will order AWS will order some, what is that? What is that? Snowball devices. So snowball AWS devices will be kept like this one. Is it clear? They will be kept like this one in your office. So you see here, right? See how that is implemented in real world. This is a sandbox, and what is there? It is added here. So what is happening? Now the data is moved from here to these boxes. And where is my sandbox? Here. Where is my snowball? Here. Is the transfer will be faster? Let us take an example. Total 1 petabytes are completed in how many? 2 days. But at the end of the day, what is my agenda? I want to move it to where is that? S3, not into Snowball devices. What is the solution, sir? Very simple. You don't care. You don't worry. Snowball devices, all the data is present in Snowball devices. These boxes are took to Hyderabad. What is that one? Airline. And a plane basically moves from Hyderabad to United States. How much time it will take? Okay, it will take 24 hours basically from Hyderabad to United States. Now the plane is present in North Virginia. These boxes will be taken care and they will deploy it here, and maybe deployment, how much time it will take? 1 day. So 2 plus 1 day plus 1 day, in total 4 days, your data is transferred completely. Is it beautiful? So how are you moving? Always don't think that when you try to move a large data, it is always through cables. Cable is why the cable is there. When you want very far, you want a connectivity, you have a cable. Otherwise, you don't require any cable kind of a connectivity. You can transfer it physically. Is it way? That is the reason why you have a concept called as snowball. And in Azure, Azure data box. Copy and paste. You have a box of Azure AWS, right? Snowball. They remove the label and attach it Windows label. That's it. Is it clear, right? So if you go back and see, what is Azure box, same sir, no difference. No difference between AWS and Azure box, same. But only thing, what is that? The label is changed to Microsoft. Okay, once I got an opportunity in 2016 to work on it. No one will get an opportunity to work on Snowball. I'm telling you, right? So once as a data engineer, data expert, I got once an opportunity for disaster recovery capabilities. We have set up DR. Is it clear, right? Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So nothing same to same. So that is called as, what is that? Snowball. Snowball, it will help you to do the data transfer very quickly because physically you are moving. That's it. You don't require anything more than Snowball. It's you need to think into different direction. If an interview, someone will ask you, what do? You go for petabytes of data, terabytes of data, thousands of petabytes of data. What do? You do it manually. US go for a war. Israel go for a war. They have their experience. They have their IoTs devices. Like when you are, let's take an example. A plane is going, a jet plane is going and bombing one area. So what are the climate conditions of that particular place, how the plane has worked, all these things, like a logging, right? They have a logging. Lot of logs are there. Now people has to analyze it, right? So from Afghanistan, all the data is moved to data box, basically, or Snowball. From there, it will be moving to the analytics teams, and then they will analyze how the jet plane speed, or what is happening, how the fuel is consumptions and everything. So even in, okay, what is that? If you go back, right? Snowball. Snowball. They use it in military also. Okay, Snowball device, what their experience, everything. So very, so how it will work, what, where, and everything, sir. Is it clear, right? So it's very important because to analyze any weapon or anything, so they need the data, analyzation data. They keep it, and further, someone has to analyze the data. So all the people in the world basically work on the Snowball kind of a thing. How do I know this one? So 2017, I was part and parcel of one of the defense project. Only for 6 months I was present in Microsoft. So I know they use Azure Data Box. If they're using Azure Data Box, that means defense will definitely use AWS. Okay, box. Is it clear, right? So hope you understood what is Snowball. Nothing more than that. You don't require anything. Try to understand. Large data is there. It is not cables. You can move it physically also. Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions? Online people, clear, sir? Clear? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is Snowball. I would like to go to another AWS service. Now this AWS service is slightly important, and very, I think it's a cutting change. So please write it down. AWS service important, sir. Elastic file system. And what is elastic file system, and what kind of interview questions you will come? Elastic file system interview questions will come on what is the difference between EBS and EFS. Lot of people compare EBS volume with EFS volumes. Even this is also storage. So try to see, sir. EBS is all about storage. S3 is all about storage. Glacier is all about storage. Snowball is all about storage. EFS is all about storage. 5 different storage. Why? Because as a storage engineer, people work on it. Now storage engineer itself is replaced with you. Keep it in your mind. Elastic file system. Sir, what is elastic file system?
మీరు కూడా
Before
ఉన్నారా
I
మార్నింగ్?
Yes, sir.
ముగ్గురమా?
Hello, sir. You are speaking, sir.
మీరు ఫోకస్ వన్నా?
Hey Sheikh, you are able to speak. Can you just mute yourself? Okay. So elastic file system. What is meant by elastic file system? Pretty simple. First, let's understand what is EBS. Everyone knows EBS? What is EBS? This is the main difference between EBS and EFS. So I will go and create an EC2 instance, sir. Very good, sir. I'll go and create an EC2 instance. EC2 instance gets created. I will go for one volume here. This is volume number 1. This is nothing but C drive. I will go for another volume number 2, that is called as D drive. Yes or no? C drive and D drive. Let us take an example. So always remember, EC2 instance you are creating, you attach this volume number 2, volume number 1. In this volume number 2, there are lot of softwares. You have softwares, direct executable, Oracle software, all the software you dumped it. See, the biggest enemy of EBS is, so the volume number 2 is attached to this EC2 instance number 1. Now you want to create EC2 instance 2. You created another EC2 instance 2, and now you created volume number 3, which is nothing but in this system. What is the drive? C drive. Now I don't want to create another volume. I want to take this volume and I want to attach it here. Okay, it is not possible. So the biggest enemy of EBS is, EBS can be attached, EBS can be attached to only, what is that? Okay, one EBS volume. So let us take an example. You want to attach this here, right? What you need to do from here, first what you need to do? What you need to do from here? Detach it, then take that volume, and then what do you do here? Attach it. So attaching EBS volume only once to one EC2 instance. Is it clear, right? So I have a volume, sir. That volume has to share into multiple EC2 instance. EBS is not like that. EBS will come up and say, sorry, I can't go and provide you. EBS cannot go and provide you like that one. Is it clear, right? EBS cannot go for it. So that is the reason why. So your EBS volume, sir, what is EBS volume? It is a storage. Sir, what is the storage? One volume can be attached to one EC2 instance at one point of time. It cannot be attached to two EC2 instance. If you want to attach, you need to detach it and then you need to attach it. So that is the reason something came into picture, which is nothing but, please write it down. Okay, what is this one? EFS is, what is that? Sharing volume. In a senior people, if senior people are there, they'll come up and say, what is EFS? Very simple. EFS is nothing but, write it down. What is that? NFS, network file system. Please write it down. Okay, what is EFS? EFS is nothing but AWS service, which is acting as NFS, network file systems. So what is the beauty of EFS? EFS is shareable volume. EFS is shareable volume. EFS is shareable volume. So what is the meaning of a shareable volume? Now you can create EFS folder. Let us go and explain you what is EFS right now. What are the disadvantage of EBS? What are the disadvantage of EBS? Only one volume can be, if you create one volume, you can attach only one to one EC2 instance. You cannot take that volume and attach to multiple EC2 instance. It is only one at a time. If you want to attach to another EC2 instance, you have to detach it and then you have to attach it. Is it clear, right? But now I have a shareable volume. It's an NFS, network file system. Please study NFS. Very, very important topic in your life. NFS topic. It's not AWS topic at all. Whatever I explain you, 80% of the topics are universal across. Okay. Now what you can do? Very simple. Now you can go and create one EFS volume. Here you can install, you can download all the softwares here or whatever you want. Sir, this one I have to attach it. Now what you can do, you can create one EC2 instance here. You can go and create a C drive. and this volume can be attached here as a, what is that? D drive. I can go and create another EC2 instance. I can go and create a C drive, because C drive is, what is that? Root volume, operating system files are there. I'll want to create a D drive, take this volume and attach it as a D drive here. I want to create another EC2 instance, go and create another EC2 instance, go and create a C drive. D drive means attach it here as a D drive. It is a shareable volume. So what is the beauty of this one? Let us take an example in this. So you add one file here, that file is added where? Because it is adding here, right? So it is showing across all the systems. You delete a file here, it will be, what is that? Deleted all this. It's a shareable volume, right? It is sharing. So these kind of things are there. And the beauty of EFS, what are one of the beauty of basically? How much data you can store? Infinity data you can store. NFS is provided as a service in AWS. Infinity data is stored, shareable volume, you can share it. For you, it is actually serverless. Serverless capability, drag and drop, all the maintenance AWS is doing. AWS is providing rotation of data, okay, life cycle policy, all these things are there providing. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Anyone has any questions on understanding what is EFS, Elastic File System? Is it clear, guys? Online people, anyone has any questions? Okay, I don't know if how many people know or no. There is a very strange virus is coming into picture. It's not COVID or anything. It's not killer or anything, but it is. I don't know whether most of the people have also experienced it. You know, you will get a cough, and that will not go for 2 months. Okay, so whatever tablet you take, lot of antibiotics, if you take continuously antibiotics, it goes after 1 month. So it's a strange thing. So people come up and say it's like a variant of a COVID or anything. It's a small variant of a COVID or anything. It will not impact any life, but the cough will not go for 1 month, 2 months, as an example. So I suspect I have that one from past 25 days. When I went to Shirdi, I got it. From that point on this one, I did not get a cough. I'm taking high level antibiotics, that, this and everything. I'm okay right now, but I don't know. I'm just saying you. So be careful on that one. If you feel you don't want to come to the classroom, you want to attend online, please attend online. As example, if you feel, same thing. If I feel I have a lot of two called, I will take it from my home classes, 1 or 2 classes. Okay, because the health is important. So I can understand. Yesterday, very strange. Yesterday, my total from here to here was completely sure. That means my different taste in my life, I was saying, and I can see I got cravings at 10 minutes to 10 o'clock. Cravings means I was thinking I want to eat chicken biryani, I want to eat fish, I want to eat, like I was, and I 10 o'clock night, I myself singly went into my Gachibowli place tea grill, had a chicken biryani, fish, okay, tangdi kebab, and 4 5 non-veg in my first time in my life. In the sense, like I used to go with my friends or family. I never go single. At 10 in the night, I went, ate it, and come back. So it was dominating my character, that virus. So be careful. It's still I have that cold and cough. So be careful. Come up with a mask. Okay. Take care of your health first. These things are secondary. Be careful. Okay. My brother is having from past 2 months. So they are providing a special antibiotics for him. So it says like, this is not going, what is no fever, nothing, but only cough. Take care of that. Okay. So let us go for it. EFS. Any questions on EFS, sir? Anyone has any questions on EFS? Online people, clear, sir? Online people, is it clear? Anyone has any questions?
Yes.
Okay. So let us go and create it and do it practically.
Kumar sir,
Yes, sir.
one last. See, in EFS again, it has to store in network places, right?
That is taken as provided as a AWS service for you.
Okay, for that it is internet is required, right?
Internet is definitely required for anyone to access the file, but you don't require any storage, right? You are not defining your storage. AWS is providing storage. AWS is sharing. AWS is, and I'll talk about. Just give me 2 minutes. There will be an interview question right now. I'll ask one interview questions. Did I answer your question, sir? Or you have anything?
Yes, yes. You
Okay.
answered.
Now please tell me. Now you tell me. Now you tell me. Now it is an interview question, sir. How much storage I can store it in S3?
Infinity.
EFS?
Infinity.
Which one I have to use?
No, that depends upon the requirement.
Yeah, tell me the requirement.
If you want to use regularly and yeah, means here and there, so better to be stored in the where in EFS. So if you want
Okay.
to means
Okay.
access in the
Regularly, if you want to use, why can't I store it in S3?
no S3 again get and put those requests and it will be cost, right?
Even for
Everything.
NFS also, NFS, do you think AWS is providing for free? AWS is providing everything as a service, sir. What is the major difference between S3 and NFS?
Yeah, is
Major
that S3
difference.
will have the
What is that,
backup
sir?
created, backup archive?
Rama, I can't hear you, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
No, is that S3 will provide a capability of backup archival?
Okay. NFS, okay. So NFS also has a backup, sir. AWS will provide you 99.99%, sir. That means they will take a backup. Okay. Your point is slightly valid, but I would not come up and say that's not an important point. The most important point, what's the difference between S3 and NFS? Someone will come up and say, I want to store it in S3. I'll come up and say, don't store it in S3. Go and keep it in NFS. Now someone will come up and say, NFS, don't store it in NFS. Move it into S3. What's the major difference?
Versions will be created in EFS.
EFS, the versioning is there. S3 versioning is there.
We have
Okay.
storage
So
class.
the major
No, but
difference.
we need to for S3 we need to opt for that, right?
What you need to opt for it?
For the versioning and
Even
backupping
in
and
NFS also you need to opt for it, sir. Okay. So what is the difference if someone is asking, I will not listen to you, I will store it in S3? How do you convey? What are the things? So very, very, very important. So that's why most of the people don't answer. Even for 5-6 years of experience of AWS people, I ask this question, they don't answer it. Very simple, sir. Sir, what is S3? Let's try to understand. Sir, S3 is nothing but I can store my data in S3. Yes or no? Happy? Store it. Who is stopping you? Even I have NFS. Even in NFS, I can store the data. Yes or no? Same. Then how do I convince it? Keep it in your mind. Sir, when do you store the files in NFS? Let me go and explain you one simple example. This is your company. Your company. In company, what do you have? What do you have? What is AD? Eh? What is AD?
Active directory.
administrative
Directory.
active directory.
Active directory. I will go and create something called as one user called as in company. You have a user, right? You are registered. Dikshit is there. Arun is there. Yogender is there. I will go and create active directory users. Yes or no? And then you will have your own laptops. You log in with your username and password. And active directory is there. Very good. Now there is basically you have one production server here. In this production server is there. Now you have attached in this production system. What did you attach? What did you attach? EFS. Now this is EFS. Inside EFS there is one folder called as A. There is folder called as B. Okay. In NFS the files are stored. Now very, very, very important. The major difference between S3 and NFS is now in this folder is nothing but what is that? What is that? Files. You can, what is that? What do? You can lock the file with the help of what is that? You remember in your office you have active directory groups. security groups, and you can come up and say right click in this folder, and you can come up and say in the active directory you have a group called as, what is the group? Admin. Inside the group you add Yogender and you add Dikshit, and you can take this admin and provide a folder can be accessed by who is that group? Admin. So who can access? Only who are present under Yogender and Dikshit can access these files. So file lock, you can do it in NFS with your active directory organization level username and password. In AWS S3, if you want any folder to be logged, you will use, what is that? Policies. Understood, right? For your example, this is a folder there is a folder called as important. I want only Dikshit or admin team. I can right click in NFS like this one. I can do, see, what is this one? What is this? What is this? I can come up and say, edit. See, administration group can do what? Allow everything. Is it clear or not? I can go and provide file level locking on NFS, so only those people can access, not any other people can access. System level locking system I want to attach, it is only possible with NFS, because NFS is also, what is that? It is actually a, what is that? File system, but what is the feature? Shareable. Is it clear, right? You can mount it, provide the permission for that folder, who and access and everything. Only that folders can be accessed by only those people, not any other people. Whereas S3, you need to define in your S3 bucket policies, that policies, these policies, you need to go and define it. Is it clear, guys? Very, 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 very important. Most of the people don't get this one. Please try to understand. Create a folder in your company. If you're working in a company, simply go and create one folder. Right click on this folder. Go and provide your friend. You can go and provide this folder can be accessed by my friend. Only read only, write only, anything you can do it. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions?
Yeah, capability wise, both are same, right?
Capabilities wise, both are shareable, both can be accessed anytime, but locking facility on a file level is
Is
not
easier.
present in S3.
Okay.
Got it, sir?
But yeah, through policies we can restrict, right?
You can policies, but policies are for whom? Policies for AWS users, AWS account, not for an active directory users.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you create NFS? Very simple, sir. And one very, very small disadvantage of NFS. What is the big disadvantage of NFS? NFS is works for only Linux operating system, not Windows. Sir, what Windows is doing, sir? For Windows, you have another file system called as a third party one, FSX. FSX. Okay. So what do you do right now? Pretty simple. Let us go for a demo, sir. Very pretty simple demo I would like to go. Let us go and create two EC2 instance and how I can show you how it is shareable. Easy, sir. Very, 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 very easy. So let's go and create it. Okay, you go and create. I'm trying to create EFS demo. Okay, I want to take Linux machine, the latest one. Very simple. Do it. Instance type is equal to t2.micro. Key pair is equal to, I would like to go for, what is the key pair? We'll take it, man. Server all, right? Server all key pair I'm providing. Network is VPC is equal to edit the VPC. I'm changing the VPC to 8 AM. Subnet is equal to, I'm selecting one public subnet. Auto assign public IP address. Security group is, and create a new security group. SSH port number, or for your now, I'll go and provide all traffic. I'm just making all the ports are open right now for your case. That is fine. See here. What is the volume here I'm attaching? I'm attaching one volume. That is fine. I don't care about this one. See, network interface, that's fine. See here, I am providing one 8 GB volume. That is fine. Now I can also, okay, let's see. What is this? Okay, see, what is this? See, I can say I have attached one volume number one C drive, but D drive, I want to attach it. What is that? EFS. Okay, I want to create a new volume. Let's go and create a new volume. I'm providing this volume name as what is that? Dikshit, and just click on it. That's it. Okay, so volume Dikshit is created automatically. File name created. It is automatically in my Linux system. It will mount here automatically. I'm copying this mount location. See on the two systems. I'll create two systems. Let's go. Don't go and create one. I want to go and create how many? Where is that number of count? UI is completely changed, idiots. The number of servers is I want to create how many? Two systems. EFS I am attaching. See here. Shared volume is attached. This is a mount file. Automatically create and attach a security group, automatically mount and everything. Automatically you don't do. So when a new server gets created, this EVS volume has to attach it, right? So for that attaching, you don't need to worry. Even the user data is automatically pasted. AWS is pasting the user data. See here, the EFS volume is this one. It is attaching, it is mounting here. What is a shell scripting to mount it? Simple, nothing. Launch. Two systems I'm creating. I don't know what way then. Prasad. Okay, two systems I created, two systems I've created, two EC2 instance. So what will happen? What is the demo I want to go and create? Two EC2 instance. I created a file system, one file system, Dixit file system. So what will happen? So one EC2 instance gets created, another EC2 instance gets created. Both the EC2 instance volume number one will be C drive or a root volume, and you have another volume here. What is this volume? EFS. Dikshit I provided here. This volume will be appearing here. This volume will be appearing as a another MNT mount. Okay, what is the demo? I'll go and create a folder file here. You go into this, you see this one, you will see that folder here. Is it clear? Very simple. So that you can sense the demo. What is that? It is shareable. Fine. Anyone has any questions? Is it clear? So let's go into this location. Two systems are getting created. Let's log in. Linux systems are pretty faster. So I'll take this server. Two servers are there, sir. Let's see. This server is getting copy the public IP address, Excel. So server number 1 is ready. Let us go for server number 2. Server number 2 is also ready. 1 and 2 are ready. See here, sir. See, let's go. I'll go and click on first clear. And now see, where is the location? Change the directory. And where is the location where this is attached? So this, your volume is attached to this location. Paste it and click on enter in this location. There is there. Okay, sorry. I'm in the second server. So let us go to the first server, change directory. Okay. In the server number 1, see, in the server number 1, I'm creating mkdir Dikshit folder. Okay. You go back here. I am in which location? PWD in which location? In this location. I go and click on ls. I can see Dikshit folder in server number 2. I'll go and create one folder here. TOUCH touch KUMARTXT file. I'll create a file in server number 1. I'll go back and click on ls. I can see. So is it shareable? Is it clear? So this is the way you go and you have it. You have it. What is that? A shareable volume. You delete a folder here. It will go deleted in the server number 2. Thanks. So in the server number 2, see, in the server number 2, mkdir, I'm going and creating server 2 folder. Okay, you go and click on here, ls, you will see. Is it clear? Hope you understood what is EFS or NFS. Please study what is NFS topic detailedly, very neatly. It is helpful for you in your life. This is the demo of EFS and snowball. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions?
Sir, if you don't mind, I'm confused with the EFS and NFS, sir.
Sir, NFS is provided as a service in AWS, that is EFS.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. If you want to create one server, AWS, how is providing a server? Server is provided in AWS as EC2. In the same way, NFS is network file system, and NFS is provided in AWS by a service called as EFS.
Yeah. Those are subsystem. Those are this correlated. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see, I can go and create 10. Let's take an example. Last command. Let's see. Linux, be excellent in Linux, sir. Please take very. So I would like to go and create 100 files in Linux. There is one. So something you will go and click on it. One command, it will be there, man. Yeah. Not like this. Arey yaar. Even these guys are lazier than me, but they don't know Linux. Yeah. Touch file dot, something like, yeah, touch, yeah, something like that. Yes, it used to be like, let's see, TOUCHKUM1 dot 100, something like, you go and create 100, enter. You go to NFS, click on ls. No, sir. One command is there. Yeah, I think yes, I'm getting now. Yeah, correct. Superb. Okay, if you want to create multiple files, click on like this one. It will go and create 100 files. I created in server number 1, server number 2. In server number 1, when I click on ls, just for your demo purpose. Hope you got it. Okay, so this is called as NFS. So if you go back and see what are the things we completed, now it is a time, sir, for you. So you know what is that? Yes or no? You know what is that? Next, what do you know? You know what is that? S3. You know load balancer. You know auto scaling. You also know what is that? Snowball. And you also know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 AWS services. Huh? EBS, it's EC2. Is it clear, right? 11 AWS services you know right now. So in this one, you should get around 30 questions. Out of 65, 30 questions, or 30 or at least 27, 26 questions you should get it. Is it clear, right? So what is the next thing? Very, very important. Let us go for next tomorrow. IAM, Identity Access Management. Okay. IAM, I'll start Identity Access Management. It is all about the permissions and everything. Very important. Again, 4 questions are guaranteed in IAM. Okay, so it is like that. Okay, so let's go these things tomorrow, guys. I'll stop it today early because 8 a.m. people the demo will start, so that's fine. Please do practice. Don't be in just a listening mode. I know a lot of the seniors are there, they're in listening mode because they don't get any time here, but do practice it, sir. Go create it, understand, fail it, not working, come up and ask me why it is not working. Ask me, ask more and more questions so that you will go very, very deep. Okay, guys, signing off. Thank you.